Hey everyone, a few weeks back, Kevin and I filmed an interview with Mo Khalaf, who is the founder of Kajal. Now, the interview was really in depth, and my editor, a very smart young lady, suggested that I split up the interview into 2 episodes. So what you're about to watch is Mo's motivational drive, his artistic inspiration, and the birth of Kajal. And then in a few days' time, we're going to talk about his fragrances. Even he revealed an exclusive new fragrance that he's about to release. Enjoy. Welcome back everyone, Marcelo is my name. This is the Niche Fragrance Collector. We are all about amazing fragrances from all around the world. We're currently in the Oligarch store. It's my good friend Kevin.
Hey guys.
And we are on the conversation of Kajal. I have Mo Khalaf on the line with us right now. Mo, how are you, my man?
Hey Mo.
Hi guys.
This is pretty exciting. I'm so grateful that you're able to have this conversation with us. We've been talking about your Kajal range, and it's exciting that we've got the man,
Yeah.
the founder, the guy who created this from the very beginning on the line.
First of all, I just want to commend you on pronouncing my name correct. It's Khalaf. A lot of people say Khalaf. And actually, when we were finding the Kajal brand, it was the first name that we were going to go with was Khajal, not Kajal. And then because we found that people, so Khajal is, you pronounce it K-H, you write it K-H, the same way you write my name, K-H-A-L-A-F. And so because we found that it was a bit difficult for a lot of people to pronounce the K-H, Khajal, correct, we dropped the H and we made it into Kajal. So Khajal means being modest and being it could be interpreted as being shy, but there is another interpretation or meaning of Khajal being modest in the people that you deal with, not being arrogant. And that's the purpose that we found we wanted to instill into the brand.
I have to say this, Mo, it's almost counterculture, because the culture right now is about, look how
flashy.
Yeah, look how gangster I am.
We're trying to instill in the brand a message that portrays goodness, the culture that we live in the Middle East. When a person has the fragrance, they acquire a bit of art, a bit of architecture. The stories that you find in the fragrances, can also add to the depth of owning a scent. So it's not just the scent itself, but also a little bit of art and architecture and modesty, if you want.
I was saying to Kevin earlier that you're drawn to the fragrance first visually, and then you're drawn into the fragrance by the actual fragrance itself. The collections that you have are so dynamic and so diverse. So obviously that's by design. This is something that you wanted to share with the world.
In our first fragrance, Kajal, the story was getting somebody to see the cap, which is our main brand identity. We wanted them to see a mirror-like cap, so that when they hold the cap and look into it, they see a reflection of themselves. And so the fragrance would be would portray you as a person.
Right. When I get customers come in, here at Oligarch, we stock a lot of exclusive brands. Particularly with your house, when they do come in, they're intrigued by the shape of the cap first, and then on a lot of the bottles, the intricate designs. Do you want to tell some of our customers about how you came about picking this shape? Because all of your bottles share the same cap.
So even in the early Aboriginals, and they used to consider the flower with the 8 petals as a good luck flower. There's a lot of cultures and a lot of civilizations that used to find optimism in the number 8. So it made a lot more sense of having that.
because in like Asian culture, like in Chinese, Vietnamese culture, I know in the Western world they consider to have a lucky 7, but in Asian culture we consider 8 a lucky number. So a lot of people will price their perfumes like 888 or like 188 or something.
I also know like 8 is that eternity symbol.
We used the 8-point star cap. We tried to use it to be very symbolic of the Kajal brand.
I remember scrolling through Instagram and I remember just seeing this design. And it was this design that drew my attention instantly. And this is before I met Kevin and Oligarch. And so I had no real, I guess, understanding of the Kajal brand. But I saw this and I'm like, whoa, that's a really cool, very artistic design. And that's what prompted me to sort of go in deeper and try to find out what is this and what was this. So I love that the Warde range all have that floral cap.
I've been doing art or like drawing for ever since I was a kid. I used to do a lot of doodles, and then I started to have all my doodles instead of like, you know, on the sides of books like my studies. I decided to start to put all my doodles on one sheet. Throughout all the drawings that I used to do, I used to draw the rose in that style. When we were creating the Warde collection, I took the rose that I was used to drawing and I transferred it onto our cap.
The creativity behind this has been inside you. At what age were you drawing these doodles?
Ever since high school, I guess. And yeah, art was always a thing for me. I always used to enjoy going to art class. I was one of the top students in the art class, and because I had wanted to discuss this, so I got one of my art pieces, and this is how I doodle. So I'll just start like from a corner.
That's awesome, and that's that's your cap. That's your design.
These are roses here,
Yeah.
and these roses I managed to, you know, take that and transfer it onto the 8-point star cap. And what you have is the cap from the...
Is the cap, yeah. Do you want to know how artistic like Mo approaches his brand? It's the only brand out of all houses that we have here. Every brand gives us test paper strips to spray. But when we got the shipment from Mo from the Kajal house, they gave us...
Give me 1 second.
Let me just...
I love... So what's happening here is normal Kevin, by the way. And that is that all of a sudden he'll get excited. And because we have access to the store...
I just forgot that this might be something that most customers aren't used to, is that, again, with Mo's design of the flower, they didn't send us test paper. So I asked the warehouse team, I was like, oh, what am I supposed to spray on? And they gave me boxes and boxes of these that Mo sent. And this is actually like
Oh my gosh.
the flower that you spray
Right.
the perfume on.
Oh my gosh.
No house has ever done this, ever.
Mo, you... okay, so let's talk about your fragrances. So what motivates your perfume creation? How's that? What's the process there for you?
In a few days' time, we'll pick up the conversation with Mo in which he shares with us the new fragrance that's coming out in the next couple of months, which will be part of a whole new Kajal collection. Very exciting. We'll see you guys all on the next episode.